What were some of the things in the last 4 or 5 months that you learned, principle, tactics, things that are top of mind? That like if you went back 4 or 5 months ago, you would share Xander, focus on this and this and these things. Focus on
Mhm.
building an email list. Focus on
Yeah.
using the Instagram stories. Focus on long form content on YouTube. Focus on the sales. Focus on having a community. What's couple of things that you would share that you think would help the Xander several months ago
Yeah.
get to where you are right now faster?
Mhm. Yeah, I would say, and maybe even 9 months ago, last January, I had like $400 in sales. So it was, this is probably the biggest thing that changed. Uh, it was realizing that I'm not selling the process, I'm selling the end results or the outcome. Um, and, for example, like for a hockey niche, instead of saying like, work on stick handling better, work on moving around the ice better. That would be a process oriented thing. It would be score more goals or have less stress or play more confidently or these things that people want. And, if I ever have trouble figuring out like, how do I script a post? How do I get a good call to action? I just think, well, what are the pain points of my clients? Because I talk to them all the time and I take their pain point, I put it into like a very brief phrase or sentence, and then that is the hook of the call to action or the just the reel or the content. And I think that is very powerful because I was just trying to sell the process all the time, and I think it goes, you do the hook with the pain point or with the outcome that they want. You kind of can alternate, I guess, maybe from pain point hook to a outcome what they want hook, and then you get into the meat of it and you solve a problem with your content. So it makes content more fun because you get a good hook without being like sleazy because you still provide them value. So you show this is what you are having problems with, or this is the outcome you want, and then you actually give them like a little tidbit of a detail of how they actually achieve that, and it makes content really fun, and um, so that's I would say is the biggest thing with call to action posts or just content in general. Um, is the outcome or the pain point is like the hook or part of the hook, and then also just like studying from other people. Like you can, I look at other people's call to actions all the time because social media, it's great because everything everyone's doing to get clients is out in the open. So not saying you copy everybody, but you just can learn. I have big folders of all these people on Skool that are successful, and I follow them on Instagram, I follow them on YouTube, and when they script a call to action, I'm like, oh, okay, that's how Hormozi does it, or that's how this person does it, or this person. And that's a great way. And you modify it for yourself. You put your own 2 cents in it, and I think it is kind of easier. At least for me, it's easy to see someone else's work and be like, get inspiration and just tweak it for yourself. So iterate on other people's successes, not just saying I have to do it from scratch. And if you ever feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, am I copying this person? It's like, well,
Yeah.
unless it's word for word, which I've never done and I wouldn't recommend. But like the person who is doing that successfully probably got it from someone else and they tweaked it. So you're tweaking their tweak of someone they tweaked it from, and then just endless learn. And that's what education is. It's learning from other people. It's not I
Yes.
was a mystical guy in a mountain and I came up with how to do a sales funnel on my own. It's like, no, that guy learned it from somebody who he improved it a little bit, and then the next guy improved it a little bit from there. So that is, that's the biggest takeaway I would say for just getting calls, because that's how I get calls, is what I just described basically.
Amazing. Standing on the shoulders of the giants that came before
Hmm.
you. Something like
Yeah.
this, right? Because all these people learned from their trial and error and iterated from other people. And it doesn't matter what they did, but like it's something is working for them. So why not to take
Yeah.
inspiration from their school communities, YouTube channels, Instagrams, brands, funnels, sales systems, products, everything, right? And that's how you can learn. And one of the things you touched on as well was very great, is just to give you my thoughts on that about the selling the end result, not the features, right? Selling the benefits, not the features. There's an analogy for people watching this because maybe some of you guys haven't heard about this, but like there's this analogy where let's say you want to go to Maldives, right? Or you want to go to Hawaii or something. Shout out to Kai, by the way. He's in Hawaii. So, so you want to go there, and when let's say you go to the plane, right? When they sell the ticket, do they tell you, "Oh, welcome to the plane. So here's how the engine works. Let's go together and let's dive. Let me show you all the little things. And here's how the whole, fuel works for planes. And this is how the communication. This is how these are the pilot's family members' names. Let's go. You don't care, right? You don't care about who it is, how it's made. You just care about you getting to the goal. You getting to the destination in the most fast, easy, enjoyable way possible, right? Like just that's what humans want. So that's a very good feedback as well. Instead of focusing on the details of the process and all of that, focus more on the journey, on the transformation. No matter how you help it, whatever problem you want to solve, right? If you focus on the benefits of the end result, you sell that, and the features are the way to get there. But the main thing is that is important. Not selling, you don't sell YouTube thumbnails. You sell getting more views. Right? Yes. Without doing any more work and getting more money and subscribers and impact, and the way to get there is thumbnail or other things, right? So that was powerful. Now, a lot of these trainings are available for free with all of the templates, AI tools, private feedback for you to be able to implement in your business. And guess what? It's absolutely free. So if you're interested, the link will be down below in the description and you can apply to join there.